underway in Allegiant Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
12 yards on the gain, a great start for this offense. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A first down throw for Mills.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go...
Two-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mills now.
Forced out to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 22 carries, 120 yards even.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll try the middle with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And they'll lead to 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the... He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Baker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. Incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terry McLaurin. yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Off the play fake, Mills. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Herbert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Cook up the gut. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who is shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now a throw here to his running back. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Now the Colts going to burn the second. Line and talk over what to do next. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to throw again. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona, and it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. Christian Watson, over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head off to check out.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his... shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. 7 yards there and a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On play action, Mills. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Mills. Now he'll escape to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
They run again on first down. Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The offense on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Baker. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Cook will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Mills on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Looking to throw is Mills. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mills to the air again. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown Raiders. From 10 yards out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit and try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Colts. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. So now London down by 10. At time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Russell Gage, 62 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things.